What happens when everything is gone? When the dreams you buried whisper no more? When even your faith feels like dust in your hands?
I call upon the breath of life to enter these bones.
This is where Ezekiel stood, a prophet, a man of God, but standing in front of death itself, a valley filled with bones so dry they no longer even smelled like death. They'd forgotten what life was. It wasn't just a scene, it was a statement, an image of hopelessness itself. And maybe that valley looks a lot like your life right now. Dreams that died years ago. Promises that fell silent. Comment below. What dream in your life feels like dry bones right now?
Son of man, can these bones live?
That question wasn't about bones. It was about belief. It was about what survives when everything else is gone. Ezekiel looks around. No movement, no breath, no sign of possibility. Just evidence. Cold, silent, undeniable evidence. And here's the thing. Most of us answer based on what we see. But Ezekiel, he answered based on who God is.
Lord, you alone know. You alone know.
That answer, that surrender, opened heaven's next command.
Prophesy to these bones. Say to them, dry bones, hear the word of the Lord.
Ezekiel could have said, but Lord, they're dead. He could have argued, this doesn't make sense. But instead, he spoke. He lifted his voice above the silence, above the evidence, above the logic.
Hear the word of the Lord. I will cause breath to enter you, and you shall live.
Something is happening. The valley is responding. Bones are moving, not randomly, but intentionally, as though guided by a divine force pulling them back together. What was once scattered is being restored, and what was disconnected is finding alignment again. Suddenly, there's a shaking, a clinking, a rattle of resurrection. Bones begin to crawl toward each other, drawn by invisible strings of command. Skulls roll uphill to meet their spine. Tendons twist and knit themselves like weaving hands of creation. Listen carefully. That sound you hear isn't noise. It's restoration. It's what happens when life begins to return. But here's the tension. They may look alive. Something is forming. Something is shifting, but they're not yet.
Prophesy to the breath. Say, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe into these slain, that they may live.
Now it's not just bones, it's spirit, it's wind, it's breath, it's life returning to what the world pronounced dead.
Oh Lord, breathe upon these dry bones. live again.
And breath entered them as chests began to rise, and eyes opened to life once more. And suddenly, the whole valley stood alive, strong, radiant, a vast army born from what was once a graveyard.
These are the people who said, "Our hope is gone."
Did you catch that? The real death wasn't physical, it was hope. Because once hope dies, everything else follows.
Great Spirit, hear our plea. Let your light descend upon us.
I will put my spirit in them, and they will live.
I feel the breath of God within me. He fills me with power.
Chests expand, eyes open. The whole valley stands alive, strong, radiant. Dust rises softly as they begin to move, shifting, awakening, exchanging silent glances as strength returns to their bodies. Hands lift toward the heavens, and the valley hums with a growing energy.
¿A qué hora llega?
Ya está llegando, solo hay tráfico.
No me contesta.
Quizás está muy pisado.
El autobús está lleno.
Now, let's bring this closer. This isn't just a story from Scripture. This is you. Your dreams, your struggles, your silent battles, that business you gave up on, that relationship that fell apart, that version of yourself you buried. That's your valley. And the question still stands. Can these bones live? If you believe your dry bones can live again, type "breathe" in the comments. Let the world see your declaration. Speak it publicly. Fill this comment section like Ezekiel's valley filled with an army. Because if even one person dares to speak life where death ruled, the whole valley shifts. That's the law of resurrection. This isn't just ancient history. This is a code for revival. Whenever you speak faith into your devastation, bones start to move. You may be surrounded by ashes, but God builds armies out of ashes.
Easy.
Maybe your marriage feels dry.
Almost there.
Maybe your calling feels forgotten. Maybe your heart is a valley of bones. Then, prophesy. Speak. Declare life again. Ezekiel didn't wait for a sign. He was the sign. The valley has never been the end. It was always the beginning of something reborn, from bones to bodies, from death to destiny, from despair to divine movement. Speak life, breathe again, and watch your valley rise. This story is your story. If this message stirred your spirit, don't scroll away. Hit subscribe so we can raise every valley together. Comment, "I will breathe again," and share this video with someone whose hope is drying out. Because maybe your word will raise their bones.